Pentex Midstream Partners would like to congratulate Andrejka Bernatova for being named one of Oil and Gas Investor's 2016 30 Under 40 honorees.
We're with Andrejka Bernatova. She's 34 years old. She's Vice President of Finance and Investor Relations at Pentex Midstream. Welcome.
Thank you, Heather.
What would you say is the biggest risk you've taken in your career?
You know, I actually think one of the biggest risks I've taken is to come to Texas. Clearly, my accent is not from here. I'm from the Czech Republic, and I spent most of my career and life in the Northeast, in Boston and New York area. And I took a leap of faith to come here 5 years ago, focus on oil and gas only. I was a finance professional before, and love the experience. I have my cowboy boots, and I go to Green Hall, you know, once every 2 months or so, and I've had a great experience here. So I'm so happy to call this my home.
What would you say is the most challenging part of transitioning from investment banking to your current role at Pentex?
You know, I think that in investment banking, you only focus on finance and you focus on the numbers predominantly versus transitioning to industry. And the part actually excited me the most about transitioning to Pentex is to get to work with engineers and with the welders and build something and actually understanding the numbers or what's behind the numbers, not just just the figures on the paper. So I think the transition is really going just from the numbers to actually dealing with people and real assets and real projects. And that's what actually excites me about being at Pentex.
Where do you see your career in 10 years?
That's a very good question. When I was asked that question 10 years ago, I saw myself in a completely different place. I think that the way I look at my career is I want to do something that's exciting and interesting, and frankly that's why I'm in oil and gas. And I want to be somewhere where I am continuously surrounded by the best people. So I can't tell you what it's going to be, what it's going to look like, if it's going to be a company or if what it is. But those two aspects, I want to do something that's exciting and be surrounded by just best people who are passionate about what they do.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Heather.
For more videos like this, go to oilandgasinvestor.com.